So there is our first immigrants. There's quite a lot of them. And, well, I certainly don't have the housing space. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Settlement Survival with me, Spacefish. And welcome back to our beautiful little winter town. We are back after a little bit of a break to go and continue building away those lovely little settlements. Last time we left off in the middle of setting up this huge quarry to finally get ourselves a little bit of stone for construction, which, to my knowledge, well, we have a little bit left of, but not too much. And we do want to prepare to expand this city even further with our first migrants slowly but surely coming in, and also, you know, population really growing. 15 kids growing up, which is lovely indeed. Also, we've got a dock, which we are building right now for trade, I believe. Not really sure what we were going to use that for, but, well, we will find out eventually, I'm quite sure. With that said, though, we will continue at that first and foremost. We also, of course, do have some houses here ready to get built to make sure that everyone does have a living spot. Because if we have a quick look around here, you can see pretty much all of the houses are almost all occupied. And we should have also some housing statistics here, likely, which we will find momentarily. One kid already grew up. So yeah, you can see really getting along with the population growth too. And I forgot that happened last episode. The town is developing well. Shall we go to the town hall to see if they take us in? So there is our first immigrants. There's quite a lot of them. And, well, I certainly don't have the housing space for this many people. How many is that? I don't know if there's a person in front of this or not. Yeah, there's one there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 people. Okay, where do I see how much housing space we have left over? Surely that will be visible somewhere, right? Maybe not. I'm sure it is, but I kind of just forgot where that should be. Town details. Inhabitants 40. Houses 12. Is that including the 2 new ones we're building? 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. No, so it's 14 houses, which means we have 48 spots. A few too many. I said this is 12 people, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay. I think we can do this. But in order to do this, as much as I kind of want to finish the quarry right here, let's go and prioritize some housing. And yes, we will resume time in a second, but I do kind of want to get some more going. We could also go and get interim housing going, to be honest. But at the same time, it's not like we're really that far out from the amount of houses we do need. Change models. Ah, yeah, that was that. Why not use that one? Oh, unfortunately, we don't quite have the space right here, which actually does suck a little bit. And also, that is kind of annoying, to be fair. But I think we wanted to set up some other things here. We can set up a house right there. I do want to leave a little bit of space here at the coastline. Here we do have something. I mean, that's not animals, surely. Gold. Uh-huh. Gold sand output from quarry and open mine. Okay. I mean, that's kind of a weird spot in the middle of a city to just have a quarry, to be honest. At the same time, you know, you say gold, you kind of catch me with that, eh? So, we shall see about that. Maybe we put a house up here and another one up there, because, you know, as much as we do have some space available, I think we want to make sure to have more space available quickly also, because at the same time, there is more citizens that are starting to grow up, so we do kind of want to keep that in mind, I suppose. So let's go and connect all that up. And also, I think that was also part of the reason we wanted to quarry. It would be nice to upgrade some of our roads to stone roads eventually, to be fair. And also, there's so much stuff to be built, actually. Let me get this to normal speed for a second. There's honestly so much to be built, so much to be gathered. How many? Okay, we only have one laborer, which makes sense, because that was the one adult that was growing up, yeah? And then we have our 4 builders, I guess, in the builder's cabin. Well, we could add another 2 job positions now that we're getting people into the city, which we may want to consider. Either way... Oh. We don't have any wood. Okay. All the wood was spent. I'm guessing we chucked it all at the quarry. Which is fair and all, but of course that will be a bit of an issue now. What's the hotkey for that? Okay, there we go. That will be a bit of an issue, because we do, of course, kind of... Oh yeah, and we chucked some wood of that too. Sorry, getting a little distracted here, but we really kind of need to complete the houses. So I do hope that we will have a little bit of wood coming in quickly here. And we do have immigrants that arrived. I mean, they're not really at the town hall, as initially indicated, but there is immigrants. Except, let's get them in. We really kind of want immigrants. Oh! Oh! Aha! Lovely stuff. So, we have reached a population of more than 50 people, which means we get to select our first administrator. So, we would have either Virginia or Abraham. Virginia once was an opera actor thinking highly of the development of culture and art, being able to reduce citizens' stress by entertainment. So, -10 on stress. And then we have a fortunate miner who has experienced many accidents without being injured. The accidental death rate of citizens -50%, or citizen stress. To be honest, I think we should probably make it stress, because happiness and health overall are not that high. I'm not sure what stress is impacting though, if it's happiness or if it's health. But either way, I feel like this one's a little more generic, and this is probably just health in general, which we're doing a little bit better with. So I would take Virginia for the time being. Well, I mean, for the time being, it's not like I can change her too easily without spending a huge ton of money that I don't even have. But all citizen stress is at -10%, which... I mean, who knows which part of this it will affect? I don't have any idea whatsoever. But hopefully we'll see some positive change here. Saying that, that's evidently quite negative change, which is because there's lots of people that don't have a home. 11 of them, in fact. So, fingers crossed, these houses get finished quickly. And also, I just discovered that you can only prioritize one structure at a time. So, that's good. Yeah. Anyways, at least winter is over. So hopefully they don't all just freeze to death within seconds. I will go and put 2 more workers in here, because now, of course, we do have the numbers by quite a lot. And actually, probably it's worth it to just pause the time to look over everything and assign whoever we need wherever we need them. Because now we do have lots of workers, we just kind of, you know, need to make sure we're using them efficiently. So on the one hand side, definitely increasing our builder resources so we can speed up construction a little bit more. Because, of course, you know, we are targeting... Oh, sorry. We are targeting to expand a little more rapidly here, yeah? Second forest desire would, to be honest, be actually quite important too, because we still don't have any timber. So maybe we also prioritize that over the quarry. Then again, we don't really have much of any stone reserve, so the second we start using stones, we will be in a bit of a pickle, and these houses do need at least a tad bit of that. So there's that. Now, I mean, honestly speaking, I would like to leave a few labourers in the working population, because, you know, we need wood. And the labourers are going to help cut that down. So we're not going to go and appoint everyone to jobs instantly, but some of them, of course, are also going to go to the quarry then eventually. I think the gatherer's hut is fine for the time being. I cannot employ more foresters here at all. I would actually need to check where we are in terms of... Okay, domestic fuel's pretty fine, I guess. So, with domestic fuel being fine, Hunter's hut being worked on, smithy, we've got a tailor. Do we even have... Does she even have input materials for that still? Got lots of clothes, which is great. Not sure where her input materials would be. I guess it's in raw materials? Textile. Okay, so she's got lots of reed. Well, she would need leather for this. Which we don't have any of. Leather, wool, alpaca wool, cotton cloth. Okay, but where did we get the cloth at again? Sorry, people. One second. Let me just catch up on this all. We don't? I'm not sure we would, like, we would need to manufacture cloth to some extent, right? Because, of course, now we've used up all the leather. I mean, then it doesn't make sense to keep employing her. That's kind of the point, you know, that I'm making here. I'm guessing it would be textile processing knitting workshop. Yeah, we don't have that yet. So, oh, let me double check we don't have it. Please scream at me in the comments, of course, if we do have it. Just as a little side note. Trading post we're not even really using. I think we determined last time that was a bit of a waste. Quite sure I wanted that for animals, and then we determined that, hey, you know, we don't really even get any animals from that. We do have turkeys here, which gets us a bunch of food, which is lovely. Food, by the way, we've got tons of, so not really going to put more people on the job there. That said, we do have the fields coming up, so we will put some people on the job there. Okay, so we'll get the knitting workshop set up. Then the question is where, because there we would be wasting space here. I mean, I could do that, but I kind of wanted to go make a path around that. Because, I mean, that's a townhouse, you know. People were looking a bit weirdly. Maybe we put it here. That actually works quite well. And we'll be going and setting up a bit more dirt roads. Lovely stuff. Okay, so there's going to be knitting workshop. I'm probably going to get this lady off the job for the time being. I'm sorry, Lydia. You're working very hard. I appreciate it. You just don't have any more input materials for the time being. How do I... Ah, thank you. We'll just shut that tailor down for the time being. I guess then they won't be employing any new people. Now here, when is sowing season again? Or cabbage? Oh, there we go. March. We've got January. So not quite the time for the fields yet, I suppose. But we will need a bunch of people for that when the time comes. Lou is being the vendor at the marketplace. I am wondering how many houses he can supply on his own. I have a feeling we should at least get one more position filled here. Oh, so Lydia. Straight to a new job, basically. The harbour will probably need some people. It'll be good to have. Clinic is very busy indeed. Can't really be using that at the moment without any timber, to be honest. And all the other jobs, basically. I don't know. Well, we'll just increase the working spots in the mine by one person, so we get a little bit more iron ore coming in. And then I think for the rest of people, we will just leave things as they are for the time being. Because now, you know, we've got all these labourers just whizzing across the map, plucking all the stuff out of the ground, knocking down all the trees, which is a lovely start indeed, eh? So, that said, let's go. Well, I mean, do we even need to prioritize stuff anymore? We probably do. We just keep prioritizing one house after another to make sure that we really get this sort of living situation taken care of first. Down to 9 people being home. Actually, that's quite a lot of people still, right? Because it's going to be probably just 2 people a house You know, every family gets one, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we need to build one more house, even. Holy moly. Cannot be placed here. What do you... Oh, yeah, right. There's a street there, isn't it? Or at least a planned street. And also, we're kind of reaching the boundaries off the map here. But we do need to just quickly construct more houses. Should have probably just done the interim housing, to be honest with you. I did not think we would need quite that many. But yeah, you know, with all those new people in town and the children going up, we'll definitely need to make sure to get stuff set up quickly. But okay, that house is being built as well. Hopefully rather quickly. There's just one builder working on it. I'm wondering where the rest of them are. Probably just not doing anything because we don't have much of any timber. But I see all these homeless icons slowly but surely. Well, 2 of them actually only. Oh no. There they go. So they're slowly but surely moving down there, which should mean that very soon, hopefully, we will actually get some more timber coming in, which would be lovely. And that's also kind of a bit of an issue, because we need to kind of also prioritize the forester's hut, but we can't, because we need to prioritize the houses more than the forester's hut. You get where we're coming from? I mean, this is all a bit messy, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's an issue. But all those trees being knocked down, all the timbers being carried over, so I think our wood problematic should be gone very, very soon, hopefully. This is a little bit more chaotic than I at first anticipated. I'm not going to lie. I just hope that it's pretty much taken care of now, and we don't, you know, have to continue suffering through this incredible timber shortage. Because holy moly, we are just using up a lot of it in a very short period of time, and evidently we don't have nearly enough supply of timber at the moment. So, we definitely need a second forester's hut, if not a third one, to be fair. But I would not be quite sure where we would continue. Maybe like somewhere up here. Also got to be conscious of where to expand the city out to. I think the city expansion we would continue around here for the time being. So maybe we can truly actually already... Oh, sowing season. Maybe we can actually, though, already plan the forester's hut up here. Because I'm quite sure, looking at our current timber situation, and how quickly we're sucking all that timber up despite, like, literally deforesting, like, so much area. I'm quite sure a second forester's hut, even with 4 people, is not going to be enough. Well, at least it's not really going to be great, you know. Probably going to be okay, but we're still going to be quite slowed down by it. And you have to keep in mind, of course, there's lots of new people that joined the settlement now. So all those new people will also have need for heating. And that means more firewood, which means more wood. Now, we do have the fields, which we need to enable, of course, because it is the sowing season. And I do kind of want to make sure that we sow as much as possible, as quickly as possible, as to not run into any issues with the field. So we're going to make that 2-man jobs for a quick second. And get these all taken care of. And then once everything's sown out, of course, you know, we'll kind of just shut down the fields again until it's harvesting season and open them back up and, you know, do the whole shebang. Cool, but that's all those people working on that. At the same time, there's more houses coming in, down to 8 homeless people. So this house was just... No, there's 2 people that moved into it. Did another kid grow up or something? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. We're not even keeping up with the population growth without all that house building, are we? We're still kind of low on timber. Okay. Fell more trees, por favor. All of that up there. All of this down here. Little of that. Little of this. Yeah, what do I say? What do I say? We need more timber. Lots of it, indeed. And we've also accidentally pushed a bit more into the harbour, which I really didn't kind of want to have happen. let's prioritize that house next. Nevertheless, another 2 people not homeless anymore. So we're getting there. Just not quite that quickly, are we? I was honestly thinking, you know, we would be moving towards quarries now. We would get the second forester's hut, you know, be a bit more moving towards all that. But at the moment, it's really kind of just filling the gaps. Also, we're really using up a lot of food now with the extra people. So, it's not that great. Probably gonna have to think about also getting more people employed at the gatherers' huts and stuff at some point. And yeah, just oof. Also logistics. I've not really been thinking much about logistics lately, so we'll have to see about that eventually as well, maybe. Smithy. No, what do you mean lack of raw materials? You've got all the raw materials in the world. You've got 247 iron ore. How do you have a lack of raw materials, Marina? I don't get it. I mean, at least we've got plenty of tools, but I don't quite get it. Also, we're really running low on fuel. That is an issue because we also don't have any timber. So, like, what do we want to do about that? I am not quite sure. Like we've just deforested another huge part of the map. And we still don't have any timber. I mean, stone is pretty fine and all, to be honest. Not really even a big issue. But we don't have any wood. Like, nothing. Okay, let me already just close up one of these positions here. Because for the pumpkins, we're pretty much all done sowing, I would say. Actually, we are all done sowing, eh? Can I block that off entirely? This does not get automatically filled, right? I think this should be fine. So the field can just keep going. And then when the ripeness reaches 100%, we'll just go and ask people to harvest. Yeah, that's the plan, I guess. Cool. So down to 6 homeless people. We're working on it, I promise, but things are a bit rough right now in regards to timber, I have to say. And with a bit rough, I mean basically just impossible. So there's that. But we do have to basically complete another 2 houses on top of this one, and then we can go for the forester's hut. And then I will take care of assigning people to that as quickly as possible. In the meanwhile, I guess we kind of just have to keep knocking trees down. So we will just give more fell trees commands, like, what do I say? It's a little bit annoying because, of course, you know, all the animal spots and everything will probably be moving a bit further outwards with me doing that, I guess. But we kind of need wood, like, very, very badly. So, what do we do? You know, what in the world am I supposed to do here? That's one done. I mean, sorry guys, I know you want to finish stuff that you have all the materials for, but we need more houses. We went from 6 homeless people to 5 because another person grew up. Holy moly. There was something we could research on the housing front, wasn't there? Let me actually look into this. So, because we do probably have some... No, we don't have a single technology point. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Marquee can be placed outside marketplaces control zones. Works can be placed outside marketplace ranges, can hold 10 citizens, provide food, water, and... Makeshift settlements for... I mean, it's not terrible either. Up to 5 people. But it doesn't really do that much. It's more like about lowering the stress level. So really, I mean, the only choice we would have is to actually just go for interim housing. I mean, maybe we should. I don't know. Now, well, I mean, now we're almost there, it feels like. So it feels like almost just not necessary at this point. Who knows? I don't. I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just complete that one house for a second, and then I think we actually do this Forester's Hut for a quick sec, because we're actually running out of trees to knock down. So, let's make that our plan, maybe, alright? Then again, we do have actually a bunch of timber right now. Okay, let me just... No, but how am I only getting it to 4 people homeless now? Why is there always only single men moving into all these freaking houses? Do we just have men homeless and no women now? Is there just like 4 single men waiting for 1 house each? Okay, well, you know what? We're actually prioritizing that. I kind of want to get that done, right? And then after that, I think we'll just let every one of those builders work on everything, pretty much. I don't think we have got... No, we don't have any spaces left in the builder's cabin. Burial policy and dock trade policy have been unlocked. Okay. I don't know why the burial policy is connected to the dock policy, but hey. Item collection, item removal. Okay, how does this thing work? Merchant ships will come to the dock every period of time with goods that can be purchased. The workers will transport the purchased order. Okay, so, I mean, while there is no ships, I don't feel like I really need more than 1 person at all on the job. And hopefully then... I don't know. I don't even know if I need a single person. You know, maybe the ships come through regardless. No idea. But we'll keep 1 person at the job just in case... Otherwise, you know, it messes things up. Now, we do have some policies that we can actually work on now. Oh, we actually have multiple here. Fetch water. Okay, I think we define these. Regular harvesting, reap first. Okay, here. Regular trading. Dock remains in the current trading mode. No effects. Ordering only. The prices of ordering goods from merchant ships will decrease by 30%. Merchant ship will not stop by. Ah. Okay, or a busy dock. The category of items the merchant ship carried increases by 2. The chances of a mega merchant ship arriving increases by 30%. The ordering interval increases by 100. Aha, okay. So this would be us kind of just ordering stuff however we needed, or we can bank on some ships coming in with cool stuff that we want. I think I'm going to go for the latter for the time being. Within 10 years after changing the policy, you will need silver coins. 10 years, though. Okay, no, let's gather some... Let's gather a little bit of experience with this stuff first, because I am honestly a little bit of a scaredy cat that we've messed something up and we can't change it anymore. And I don't have a clue of how this stuff works yet, so let's go for that. Also, burial policy. Dead will be buried in the cemetery or Chinitsa. River burial will get adopted. Citizens can get sick because of water pollution. Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. Citizens need the crematorium to cremate the dead. Is that active, by the way, because the game expects people to die soon, or? I hope not. I'm tending to just stay with inhumation. But we probably also need a cemetery then. So we should take care of that soon. But I think that we'll have to wait for another episode or 2 looking at our current housing crisis, to be honest. And the timber crisis. Not to forget about that, but... I would say, though, we shall, after removing all the people from these farms before I forget about it, because all the stuff is just growing anyways, we shall continue on that in the next few episodes. So we will, of course, get some Forester's Hut set up. I think, really, both of these are the priority for now, so we can really get some more timber in. We'll finally finish off the quarry, finally finish off all the housing, you know, get all the homelessness sorted, and then, well, maybe a little look at the cemetery, and hopefully, slowly but surely, then actually expanding the city again. I have a feeling that we really need to look at food now, because that's been in a sharp decline. So we will tackle that very, very urgently too. We'll have a look if maybe we need another well or some more well workers at the very least in order to get that water count up again as well. Make sure all the necessities stay provided, and then hopefully also slowly but surely upgrade our road system to stone and start thinking about some first improvements to our logistics, because thus far there has basically not been any proper organization of logistics, so maybe we can really do a little something about that. For today, though, this has been it. I hope you all very much enjoyed the episode. Of course, if you did, please make sure to go ahead and smash that like button right down below. And also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes on settlement survival and many, many more. With all that out of the way, though, as usual, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.